Hey guys, Haley Randall here. I am a powerlifter and a law student. Welcome to my channel where I discuss a wide variety of fitness and powerlifting related topics. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. Now, this is not the video that I intended on posting today. I had something completely different in the works, basically ready to go. Only needed to put a couple finishing touches on it. It was, an activewear haul, and I was going to discuss when to spend and when to splurge. And I do still intend to post that soon, and it'll be fun and it'll be goofy and positive, like I usually try to keep most of my content. However, I could not post that without first getting something off my chest, which has always nagged at the back of my mind when it comes to the powerlifting world, but I've never really taken the time to fully think through it and put it into words until last night. So this is about my biggest beef with the powerlifting world, and I'm going to try to keep this as positive as my biggest beef with anything video can possibly be. I know that sounds like super negative, and I promise it's really not, but I think it's something, if it's nagging me and it's nagging, countless other women that I've discussed this with, then chances are it's something that we could have a meaningful conversation about. So as a woman who cares about other women and cares about helping others love themselves, this beef, I guess, or this issue that I have is the difference in the way in which super heavyweight men in powerlifting are treated compared to the way that super heavyweight women are treated within the sport. And I'm really not trying to be like super controversial here or say anything that I think is going to cause people to get up in arms. To me, this is just something that should be common sense, and it's just not. We're not there yet. We've got a long way to go, and we're never going to get there if we just pretend that it doesn't happen and it's not a thing. So last night, some posts came to my attention, which were by some people who are, pretty well known and respected in the powerlifting community. I by no means think that these posts were intended to be harmful or to make anyone feel badly about themselves. However, after numerous conversations with numerous women involved in powerlifting, as well as my own gut feeling that I had after seeing the posts, this was the result. And I'm not going to go into detail about who posted it or what was said, guys. But I will say that these posts were not specifically attacking super heavyweight women, and were more about why people should lose weight and why they don't lose weight, and tying these things in with laziness and not wanting to give up certain food or whatever. However, I do think that posts like this do end up disproportionately adversely affecting women, as we are generally the ones who are expected to fit into the mold and to be tiny and stay slim at all costs by society. So even though these posts weren't directed towards women, a lot more of the attacks that might come out of a post like this are going to be directed towards women as opposed to men. Anytime I see a video of a super heavyweight male putting up huge numbers, the comments are almost always majority positive. Of course you have your trolls like you have on any single video that anyone ever posts. But for the most part, you're getting things like, wow, what a beast, and oh, he's so strong, killing it, stuff like that. And literally whenever I do see a video of a heavyweight woman putting up a huge number, all of a sudden everyone loses their mind. She's unhealthy. Isn't she only squatting her body weight? That's people's favorite one, which is literally so rude. She would be way better if she cut down into a lightweight class. Why is this? There is literally no difference other than gender here. If it's truly unhealthy for the woman to be that way, it is sure as hell unhealthy for the man to be that way. And how is that really any of our concern anyways? If people are unhealthy, that they can worry about that themselves. We're not their doctors, we're not their bosses, we don't run their lives, we're not them. So giving a medical diagnosis to someone that you've literally never met before in your life, and assuming things about people's health, like based on one factor out of a million other things, is honestly just stupid. The fact is that women have to hear this much more than a man ever does. And guess what? People in all kinds of sports do unhealthy things to be more competitive. So if anyone really is unhealthy, I just don't see what the difference is anyways. I think that the main reason for this is that these comments and views are a reflection of society's problematic views of how women should look and what it means to be feminine. Most of society thinks that women should be tiny, dainty, delicate. Therefore, when a woman does not fit this mold, the automatic response is for her to be attacked, whereas men are expected to be large and in charge. So when it's them, it just doesn't seem to be as much of an issue to people. I think that another reason for this is that it is kind of like a cop-out and an excuse for men who are not able to lift as heavily as these women as to why there is a woman out lifting them. They feel threatened by it, so they retaliate in this way to make themselves feel better. And this is the same because you do see these types of comments on super heavyweight males videos too. And I honestly think it boils down to the same thing. People feel threatened because someone is outlifting them, doing things that they could never do. So they have to give a reason for it to make themselves feel better. I think that another major reason behind this is the constant need to sexualize women, even in a sport that has nothing to do with looks, like literally nothing. Like I could go there, look like a sack of potatoes, be wearing this blanket, and literally have not one single thing that anyone on earth found appealing about me, and I could still literally go and win the whole competition. Society wants women to compete at a high level and to look sexy and to look in a way that men are going to find her appealing. If she can't do that, she's worthless, she's not marketable, she'll not make the majority of women want to buy what she's selling, so let's just not even deal with her, and if we do, let's make it insulting. I guess I was naive when I got into powerlifting, thinking that it was a sport where looks didn't matter at all and people would only care about the numbers you were putting up. While this can be the case, there are definitely some issues within the community in terms of how women are viewed that need to be addressed. I don't have a solution for you guys other than continuing to demand that people be better, act better, treat each other better. If we all demand it together, we might end up getting what we are asking for. The biggest reason that this is also problematic for me is that I don't want any women out there to think that they should not even start powerlifting or should stop powerlifting because they will only be mocked and ridiculed because of their size or how they look. This type of thinking is what causes that, and in my opinion, this is a sport where there should be no room for this whatsoever. Guys, I know this was quite different from what I normally post, especially lately. So like if you were expecting another update on my boob job or you were expecting my activewear haul, like all that stuff is coming and I'm sorry. I hope that like if you guys did bear with me through this video that you did gain something from it, or at least that it makes you think about some things, even if you disagree with me. At the end of the day, I really just want women to be able to lift for whatever reason that lifting speaks to them. If it's about physical health, great, but it doesn't have to be. If it's about mental health, that's great too. Aesthetics, awesome. Becoming an elite level athlete, fantastic. If it's helping you love yourself more, please do not give up on it, no matter what anyone says, and never try to fit yourself into someone else's mold of what they think you should be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.